Hello, so I believe this is episode 6, maybe episode 5, I'm not quite sure. Check the, the video heading, I'll figure out by then. So as you can tell, I have built a body for my particular transformer. Now we're going to take that shape that I told you about, and this shape, and we're going to align them just to see what that would look like. And then we're going to group it, and then object, group. So you're going to tell that all these elements are going to be folded inward when they create, or outward, if you whatever you like, in order to create the body. So this is going to go right there. And is it going to give us enough room and support to be able to create the arm feature? I believe so, because you've got this little ledge right here, so when it connects right here, it connects right at the wheel. So there's a little slit right there, or maybe even above the wheel right here, just to create a little bit more support. So we're going to do that. So we're going to create a slit right now. What I told you about the slit earlier is that I oftentimes make a one individual color, because that way it symbolizes that is a slit. So the slit that we're using, and this is a great opportunity to be able to create a swatch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to color swatches. We're going to go to cancel. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go to this little menu right here, the swatches menu. We're going to go to this little corner right here. We're going to go new swatch. We're going to create a swatch. And what's the color? It's going to be that greenish. It's going to be that greenish, bluish, this kind of color right here. This kind of color, almost like a seafoam, kind of slightly right there. So you see what that's going on right there. Maybe punch that up a little bit more. So that's the color we're going to go for. We're going to click OK. It's a process color. We're going to say, sure, what's the swatch name? This is usually what you would like it to have, just so you know how much Y. And when you're printing, this is really important, how much cyan, how much yellow, how much K is black, M is magenta. But I'm going to name it cut. Yeah, cut in. I'm going to name it cut in. Then that's going to be that particular swatch. So that's that swatch called cutting. So now what I can do is I can make another shape. Let's say it was not. Let's say it was not that. So if you want to go back to regular, so you just click on that button right here. It goes back to regular. So let's say, where's that swatch that we just created? Is it this one? I'm going to go ahead and say it is this one. So it's right there. It's right at the bottom of the screen. So you've created a swatch, and now you can utilize these colors, and you can have your preference of colors. I don't. Some people say create a color swatch for this kind of a group, and I was like, I don't want to. I'm just not going to. So now you have an idea. So now we're going to have an idea of where is the body going to go in the leg. So we have to have an idea as to where is the body going to go in the leg. Really kind of in the middle, right there, right in the middle. So we're going to put the slit. We're going to put this particular slit right in the middle. So then that way, when it goes on, it goes on. Now notice that the legs are spaced out, so that way it can allow for when the thing connects onto it, they can be a lot more flexible. So we've got that going on. So we put our little slits. How big is our slit? Let's double check that our slit is big enough. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's, to signify that that's where. So, and then you move it a little bit. So there you go. You got your little slit right there. And then people are gonna be, who cares? You can decorate this to your own liking. You can decorate this. We're going to look at the face. We're going to look at Onslaught's face. So we're going to Google Onslaught. Onslaught face Transformers Combaticons. Because the world starts getting okay. So let's say we're going to go to images. Let's see Onslaught face. Onslaught face. There's generation 1. We want to stick to generation 1. There we go. Then there's Onslaught right there. We're going to go to search tools. We're going to size. We're going to go to medium. Let's see, narrow it down a little bit more. And we've got them right there. That's the best face I can think of for. That's the best image I can think of for Onslaught right here. I believe that's Onslaught. That guy, the tank guy, the Jeep guy. and then I believe that is on slide. So we're going to go ahead and stick to that page. So now we're going to go just take a look at it. Eyes, blue, that little shape right there. So does he already have a lot of the elements? He does not. Those little horns are not appropriate to the scene. So we're going to go ahead and remove these. We're going to object ungroup, and we're not going to get rid of them altogether. Like, I do like them. I don't know. It's an interesting choice. It's not his face. He's got this little. You know what? Let's take to the original. Let's take to the original. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we can do it. So okay, so now we're going to look at his eyes. Let's see, his eyes are like this and like this, and he's got this shape right here. So let's create this work from outwards inwards. So we know it's a square that he's got like there, and then we know it's a polygon. So how many polygons? Well, I'm going to go ahead and remember what we're going to say. It doesn't matter in the sense of 6 sides. It doesn't matter because see, you're going to get that shape anyway. So you can align this with this, right? So and I'm making it big right now, and then you can of course shrink it, or you can zoom in and start working outwards. So then, okay, so that's that particular. Now we're going to use now, but he's got this going on right here. So we're going to create a rectangle, and I don't use buttons. I use the mouse. So this is probably not the best tutorial, but I highly recommend learning the buttons. Maybe I'll have a whole button tutorial, but for now. So we have this going on. That's for the inside of the face. So what's going on in here? What we're going to do is we're going to cut these into individual single shapes just to have them. So we're going to just click on it. So now they should be individual shapes. So if I wanted to take this away, and then this away, and then this away, then you know what I mean. And then was there another shape? Oh wow! And then this. Oh, this was a line that was left. So now we've got all of that going on. So in the original, we've got this nose thing going on right here, and we've got this thing going on right here. So what you do? Oh wait, what's going on? No, don't do that. All right. So you select all of it, you center it, and then you do the cut shape tool again, and then you cut into all of it, and then voila, there you go. Now you're thinking to yourself, what's the extra stuff on the side? Well, you can delete that by using the cut shape tool again, because there are actually kind of objects in there. You can do that, you can do that, you can do this, you can trim it like that, and I don't know to what degree that's really helpful. Or what you can do is you can go ahead and delete it, or you can leave it. You know, we're going to go ahead and make the choice to leave it. If you want to delete it, use the pen tool. And then you go to delete mode right there. See, it's already set up for us to delete it, but we're not. We're going to leave it. So then we're going to put this on top of that, and that's his face, kind of. And then we're going to go back to the original design, and we have these things that are coming in here, and we have these things that are coming out there. So we're going to build. Now let's see. I like taking my time and working on the head because the head thing is also a really great exercise in order to be able to manipulate shapes. So you've got your rectangle. Now what are you going to do? You want to make another rectangle? No, Alt, copy. Now they're not aligned, so you're wondering, okay, where do I? You select all of them, and then you do that just to make sure, just to double check. Then you select all, then you hold all, and then you go on to the other side. Now what you can do is, ooh, yeah, let's see, that's fine. These are a little off. Actually, what I'm thinking is put them up against the thing. Yeah, okay. And object group, and then object group, Control G, and then select here, and then move them all to the upper, just to double